Now, going over to the political part podcast of AOC saying that we should understand the United Healthcare CEO's shooter and killer because it's AOC and, leftists do what leftists do. This comes with thanks to End Wokeness. And here you can see AOC or Donkey. No, it's AOC. And Wokeness says AOC and CEO Brian Thompson, quote, they say, this is not to say violence is justified, but, which one of my old bosses, years ago, maybe a decade plus, he said a lot of silly things, but they're usually a good grain of truth to most stories. One of the things he did say, which oddly enough I think is pretty accurate, he says a lot of people say things, and a good rule of thumb is everything they say before the but is bullshit. Not to be too bombastic, but that's the exact quote. So I think this might be a good use case, so to say. There's AOC and some type of rudimentary. I mean, that is a ridiculous looking outfit. She looks like she has a turtleneck on, but it's not a tactical turtleneck. It's way too fluffy. It's ridiculous. And she has like a black blazer on, which I thought she was supposed to be good at fashion. Apparently not.
Taken from a diagnosis. And I think that this collective American experience, which is so twisted to have in the wealthiest nation in the world, all of that pain that people have experienced is being concentrated on this event. And it's really important that we take a step back. This is not to comment, and this is not to say that an act of violence is justified. But I think for anyone who is confused or shocked or appalled, they need to understand that people interpret and feel and experience denied claims as an act of violence against them. People go homeless over the financial devastation of a diagnosis that doesn't get addressed, or the amount that they're going to have to cover with a surprise bill and things like that. And when we kind of talk about how systems are violent in this country, in this passive way, our privatized healthcare system is like that for a huge amount of Americans. I mean, I did not have health insurance until I got elected to Congress. When I first ran for Congress, I had to sit in a free clinic while waiting.
Does she not know how to go and buy health insurance? And presumably she made a fair amount of money in tips, and is probably not declaring tax on those tips. And yeah, the mental vacuousness of AOC's mind is nearly unparalleled, I would argue. Now, went moderately viral, got about 600,000 views and 4.2 thousand likes. One of the first comments comes from Paul Zupa saying, quote, AOC needs to be censored for saying this, just saying. Unbelievable, getting 138 likes, which, yeah, I don't know. What is it with leftists trying to make the most evil people like martyrs? They do the same thing with George Floyd, same with Jordan Neely. And George Floyd famously robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint, had a lifetime career of robbing people, taking copious amounts of drugs. And yet they said, oh yeah, he was a hero, a great saint to the community. No, absolutely not. Livercrap ETM says, make AOC bartend again, getting 98 likes. 99 likes. Oh, 100, going up like a stock. Chinese Aristotle says, has a picture of AOC, and then the shooter says, I'm not dumb, I just don't understand, getting 21 likes. I am Ken says, quote, so since Congress sent billions to Ukraine while people were dying in North Carolina, by her thinking, by anyone in Congress who would be killed would be justified. Is that right? Getting 41 likes, which, oh yeah, 181 billion plus Biden just greenlit another 50 billion for Ukraine. Yeah, people are homeless and starving in the United States. Every cent of the country's billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. The resource allocation of the U.S. government is criminal. You also have Tim Wattos having a picture of AOC, says, quote, there are people for whom this was deemed worth electing. That should worry you. And 65 likes. Neil Eggers says, quote, they take rejected claims as an act of violence. Does that make it justified? I take actions that people in Congress like her do as acts of violence. Does that mean we can act in the same manner? Uh-oh, getting dangerously close to Fed posting. Getting 32 likes. Which, yeah, she is so mentally vacuous. It's ridiculous. Also, no one's forced to buy United Healthcare insurance. There are other providers out there. your main employer might give you a discount, or that might be their primary one. But again, you can also boycott them, go shop somewhere else. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And again, the leftists will do anything to justify violence of their people. Random Lives has a picture of Minneapolis, says, we know their record. Says January 6th. Oh, no, wait, my bad. BLM riots at 2020, getting 65 likes. The Tyrant Foe says, their eyes. And it's all the communists with photoshopped funny looking eyes that are exactly like AOC's. Getting 50 likes. Now we'll see if she actually, well, no, I don't know if she'll actually get any smarter. We'll do one more. Kyle Becker says, this is not to say violence is justified, but they continue saying, quote, that butt is carrying a lot of water, kind of like AOC used to do when she was a bartender. And 420 likes. So we'll see how many more leftists excuse the behavior of a killer. But let me know. I mean, I thought they might for New York Minute, I thought they might pull back from their bombastic, calling Trump a Nazi and all that kind of stuff and using all this violent rhetoric. But it seems like, no, absolutely not. But let me know your thoughts are, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.